guys, it's Melanie. Happy Thursday. Welcome back. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your day. We are continuing on with candle reviews for holiday 2022. And up first today we have, well, these are both actually, so there's two candle reviews today. Spoiler, there's another one coming. But these are both going to be from Kringle, and they are both from that limited edition pre-sale collection that they did for this mercury glass style jar, which obviously is absolutely beautiful. I love the look of these. They are super elegant, like fancy lady vibes all over the place, and I hope that they do more collections in this particular like look of glass. I don't know. I've always been a huge fan of mercury glass. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And the way that they did these with just that small like label at the top there, they're so elegant. I absolutely love them. So unfortunately, normally I would be like, hey, I will link this down below, but this was a very special release for Kringle, where they literally only poured the candles that people pre-ordered. So there are no extras to go around, but some of these scents are returning favorites and some of them are new. So my thought process here with still reviewing these is that there is probably a decent potential for these fragrances to come back in the future. And if they do, I think it'll be nice to kind of have the reviews available that I can reference for people. So I'm gonna go ahead and still review these candles, even though you can't readily purchase them at this time. You may, if you, I mean, candle people are detectives like you wouldn't believe. I am always so impressed with your guys' research capabilities. I'm not that dedicated to anything in my life. So yeah, I'm sure you can potentially find some of these on like eBay or Mercari or Poshmark. I'm sure someone bought some to like just de-stash at some point. So you might be able to find them, but you can't get them from Kringle anymore, unfortunately. So the two fragrances that we are going to be doing today are Holiday and this one here. Holiday is coming up a little bit later on, so obviously make sure you're subscribed. Should pop up in your subscription feed when it goes live. This fragrance here is Blue Spruce. And man, as soon as I saw the notes for this, I was like, I have to have it. I really love spruce Christmas trees. I just think they smell so good. Really, any type of Christmas tree smells. Like I love balsam, I love the fir. Like Christmas trees in general, I think smell incredible. Even though I don't bring live trees into my house, I do really love the fragrance of live trees. And I think that Kringle does a really great job of replicating a very authentic tree type fragrance. I just think that that's something that they definitely excel at. I'd like to see them excel even more at gourmands this coming year. I don't know if gourmands are really like a mixed thing to the degree that they are for me, but I don't know. I know there's a lot of us gourmand people out there, but if you are looking for some authentic holiday tree type scents, definitely check out Kringle for that. So I'll go ahead and just link Kringle candle in general down below in the description box. They just had some absolutely amazing Black Friday and Cyber Monday specials. I hope that you guys partook and that you are going to be getting some really yummy orders coming your way here in the next few weeks as they get everything shipped out from the sales. So, okay, so our fragrance notes for Blue Spruce are Blue Spruce, fir needles, cyclamen flower, citron, ivy vines, amber, vetiver, cedarwood, and rosemary. So I feel like there's a lot of notes listed here for a fragrance that actually, to my nose, comes across as very simple. and in a way basic, but do know that like when I use the word basic, it's not in a derogatory way. It's just meant in the way that like this candle smells like what it's supposed to, and it smells like the real thing. So it smells like a Christmas tree to me. You can definitely detect some of these other notes in here, but I gotta tell you, the first two things that pop out to me are definitely the spruce. It's definitely the fir needle. And I also get the cedar wood in here as well. And surprisingly, a lot of times I don't really notice rosemary when it's listed in the notes, but in this fragrance, I can pick up a little bit of that like herbaceous rosemary note. And I think it's a really nice touch to this fragrance. What I don't readily get is the cyclamen, the citron, the ivy vines, the amber, or the vetiver. It might be because my nose is not super refined or fancy, or I don't know, maybe they're just not noticeable to other people either. If you picked up this particular scent and you have received yours, will you let me know what you smell? I'm always curious about how my interpretation compares to other people's. So if you have any of the candles that I review, will you leave a comment down below with your review or what you pick up? I just think it's super helpful for people that are, you know, obviously looking for reviews, because while I may smell certain things with my nose, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're always going to smell the same thing. So I think it's useful to read up on other people's thoughts as well. This is why I always link candles, because most candle companies obviously offer reviews on their website. And I really encourage you to, if you ever have just free time and you're like, I have no idea what to do with myself, go leave some reviews with some of your favorite candle companies. I think it's really helpful for other people when they are shopping. And I don't know, I find reviewing stuff very oddly satisfying. Might just be me, but I do think that it's very helpful to other people. So that's what I pick up from this particular fragrance. Now, I will say I am slightly disappointed in the performance of, as much as I love this scent, I'm disappointed in the strength and throw of this one because it's a little bit lighter than what I'm used to from the 2-wick soy formula from Kringle. The strength and throw of this one is only about like a 4.5. I can definitely smell it in the immediate area where I'm burning it, but I kind of expected this one to be a powerhouse. I usually find that most tree type scents from Kringle perform very well. You know, strength and throw for the 2-wick soy formula for me on average is somewhere between a 6 and a 7. The 3-wick, if you guys have heard me talking about the 3-wick soy, not soy blend, because they're moving away from the soy blend, but the new soy 3-wick candles, those have an even more substantial, I guess I should say, strength and throw. So definitely look into the 3-wicks if you're looking for much more oomph than what you've typically gotten in the past from the 2-wicks. I'm really having a lot of great experiences with the 3-wick candles, and I hope that you guys are as well. But yeah, this one is lacking a little bit in strength and throw. Like I said, I can smell it in the area where I'm burning it, but it doesn't have, it's almost like it doesn't have enough fragrance oils to really even give me anything more. I have tried putting a candle sleeve around it as well, to see if that sort of increases the like heat of the wax a little bit more, and you know, in the hopes that maybe like when you put a candle into a hurricane, you sometimes will get increased strength and throw. That's not the case with this one. Even with the candle sleeve or putting it in like my Chester Hurricane, it didn't change at all. So I hope that if Blue Spruce comes back, that it comes back in the 3-wick soy formula and that we get a little bit more oomph. But if I could still have this mercury glass, if I can just put in some requests with Kringle right now, if I could still have the mercury glass, but in the 3-wick format in this fragrance with a little bit more oomph, I would love that. And I would purchase a lot because this type of scent just smells very, like I said, realistic. It smells like you have a real tree in your house, but because of the addition of the rosemary in there, you're also getting just a little something extra and different. If you are hoping to pick up the vetiver that's in here or the cyclamen flower, the ivy vines, that kind of stuff, maybe you will, but to me, I'm just not getting any of those notes. It smells like a Christmas tree in the best possible way. So I'm still gonna give this one a thumbs up for the fragrance itself because I love it, but I'm not gonna give it 2 thumbs up because the Strength and Throw is just not there for me. So yeah, I think Wishing for Christmas was definitely stronger. I'm actually curious to try this one in a candle crock, and I think I'm gonna go, I hate to do this because I just love the way these look when they're burning, but I do think I'm gonna sacrifice this one to the crock gods, and I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit more oomph out of it that way. When I put the last little bit of my Wishing for Christmas into my candle crock, oh my gosh, you guys, the Strength and Throw of that increased significantly. I've had that in my laundry room and it smelled amazing. It's really starting to kind of peter out now, but dang, that definitely worked incredibly well. Yeah, because of how tall these are, I don't know that these are the best fit maybe for underneath a candle lamp, but I do think the crock is perfect for these. So anyway, those are my thoughts on the limited edition Mercury Glass Blue Spruce from 2022. I hope that this was helpful for you, and maybe I will be able to reference this in a future video, fingers crossed, because I want the fragrance to come back. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on Blue Spruce. Let me know if you have a little bit more oomph to yours. I certainly hope that others are getting a little bit more Strength and Throw out of theirs, but that being said, I'm not mad at this candle. I think it was definitely worth picking up, and the overall just ambiance from it is gorgeous. So, all right, you guys, thanks so much for taking the time to tune in for this one. Stay tuned because a few hours from now, the other video will go live. And again, that's going to be of the holiday fragrance. And that one's really interesting. When I first smelled it, I definitely had some thoughts of like, ooh, I don't know about this, but turns out burning it first was definitely helpful in this situation. So anyway, yeah, please subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.